Writing an email is one of the new tasks in the TOEFL 2026 format. It can be quite confusing because there are so many different guidelines and templates online about how to write an email. If you have no idea how to approach this task, this video is for you. I'll explain exactly what to focus on, how to organize your answer, and I'll show you what a high-scoring email looks like. We'll also go over some templates and useful phrases for your email. You can download the PDF with all the materials for this video from the pinned comment below. In the Write an Email task, you'll be given a short scenario set in an academic or social situation. Your job is to write an email that achieves a specific goal. For example, making a request, asking for information, proposing a solution, etc. You'll have 7 minutes to complete this task. Your email should clearly achieve its goal and include enough details. Be easy to understand and well organized. Use correct grammar, vocabulary, and sentence structures, and follow basic social rules, like using a greeting, a closing, and polite language. To get a high score, focus on 5 key things. Time management. You only have 7 minutes, including time to read the task, so practice writing emails under time pressure. Clarity. Be direct and clear. Don't make your email more complicated than it needs to be. Task completion. Make sure you include all the points mentioned in the prompt. Conventions. Use the typical phrases people use when writing emails, such as an appropriate greeting, closing, and overall structure. Style. Be polite and professional. Not too casual, but not too formal either. Choose the style according to the task. For example, if you're writing to a friend, your email should be more informal. To structure your email, use the CLEAR method. C. Clear purpose. Say why you're writing in the first line. L. Link to context. Give a short background or any information the reader needs to understand your message. E. Essential details. Include important facts, dates, names, or IDs. A. Action request. Ask for a specific result or next step. R. Respectful close. Thank the reader and include your signature. Let's look at a real example. Your professor has invited students to suggest topics for the final project. Write an email to your professor. In your email, and then you'll see that each task includes 3 points that you have to include in your answer. Here we have suggest a topic you're interested in, explain why you chose this topic, and ask if it would be acceptable. So pay attention to this, guys. You need to include all these points in the email. It's very important. Here's a sample response that would get the highest score on the exam. Dear Professor Johnson, I'm writing to suggest a topic for my final project. This was the purpose of this email. In our recent classes, we discussed how technology influences learning behavior, which inspired me to explore this issue further. So you can see how the author of the email provides some background here. Specifically, I would like to research the impact of social media on students' concentration. I chose this subject because I've noticed that many students, including myself, often struggle to stay focused due to constant online distractions. I believe researching this issue would be both relevant to our course on human behavior and personally meaningful. As you can see, the students suggested a topic and explained why they chose it, according to the task. Could you please let me know if this topic would be appropriate, or would you prefer me to adjust the focus? Note that this is an indirect question, very polite. Could you please let me know? Here the writer included the last point from the prompt, which is ask if the topic would be acceptable. Thank you for your time and consideration. Best regards, Anna Smith. Why it's good? It includes all 3 points from the task. It's polite, clear, and well organized. The vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structures sound natural. The tone is respectful, but not too formal. Now, before we look at the templates, I would like to remind you that templates are helpful because they give you a clear structure, simple steps to follow, and help you feel more confident on test day. However, remember that depending on the task or topic, you might need to adjust them a little bit. Always check if the phrases sound natural for your situation, or if you should change them a little bit to fit better. So use the templates mindfully. They are a great guide, but not a strict rule to follow. Here's the general structure for your email. Start with Dear plus title or title plus name. Then, as we discussed, explain the purpose of your email. I'm writing to ask or apologize or let you know, depending on the topic. In the next paragraph, give short background or reason and provide the key details. Then make a specific request. Could you please, etc., etc., and then explain exactly what you need the person to do. Use a polite closing phrase, for example, "Thank you for your help," or "Looking forward to your response." Finally, add "best regards" and your name. In most contexts, you will need to write your name and surname. Here are some quick templates for the most common types of emails you might get on test day. You can download them from the pinned comment below, and in the PDF you'll find even more useful phrases. The first type of email is request or inquiry. To express purpose, you can use "I'm writing to ask about," "I'd like to get more information regarding," or "I'm contacting you to find out if," and then you obviously explain the purpose. To provide context or details, "I saw your announcement about," "I heard from that," "I wanted to check if there are any requirements for." To express request, you can use "Could you please tell me?" "Would it be possible to?" or "I was wondering whether you could provide," etc. For complaint or problem emails, to express purpose, you can use these phrases. "I'm writing to let you know about a problem I've experienced with," "I'd like to report an issue regarding," "I'm contacting you because I recently experienced." For context and details, "The issue occurred when I noticed that," "Unfortunately, the product or service did not work as expected." Request, "Could you please look into this issue?" "Could you please replace, refund, fix, or clarify?" "I'd really appreciate your assistance." For apology emails, you can use for purpose, "I'm writing to apologize for," "Please accept my apologies for," "I'd like to say sorry for." For context and details, you can use "The delay was caused by," "Unfortunately, I wasn't able to because," "I truly regret any misunderstanding that occurred." For request or next step, you can use "I'd be grateful if you could let me know how I can fix this," or "I'd like to," and then you offer a solution or a next step. Or "Thank you for your understanding and patience." For follow-up emails, you can use for purpose, "I'm following up on my previous message about," "I just wanted to check whether you received my earlier email," "I'm writing to follow up on my previous email about," and then the topic. Context and details. "I wanted to make sure everything is clear about," "In my previous email, I asked about topic, and I just wanted to confirm if there are any updates," or "I contacted you last week regarding the topic, and I'm still very interested in your response." Request or next step. "Please let me know if I need to take any further action." "I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this matter," or "I look forward to hearing from you soon." Let's also talk about timing. You only have 7 minutes for the entire task, including the time to read the prompt. Here's a quick breakdown of how to use your time effectively. Minute 1. Read the task carefully. Look at the points you need to include in your email. Pay close attention. If you misunderstand or misread the prompt, it can seriously lower your score. Minutes 2 to 6. Write your email following the CLEAR method. Write short paragraphs of 2 to 4 sentences each. Focus on completing the task and being clear, not on writing perfectly. I suggest you start writing right away without spending time on planning, because the task is very short. Minute 7. Proofread your email. Check that it's clear, polite, and accurate in grammar and vocabulary. That's it for today, guys. If you follow these suggestions and practice regularly, you'll be ready to write a confident, high-scoring email, even within the tight time limits. I hope you found this helpful. Remember to download the PDF with the templates. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe for more tips to help you prepare effectively. I'll see you in the next one.